Hello and welcome to the program What's New. My name is Nasir Yunusa.
And I'm Jennifer. Welcome to the program What's New, where we give you updates on what's trending on your social media handles online. Yes, we spill all the teas, getting really controversial on the issue at hand. And of course, we expect comments from you. So, once again, welcome to the program.
Yes, you're welcome to the program. And today we'll be starting with Dino wins gubernatorial election of Kogi under the party PDP. Now, Dino, we all know, is a former senator and a former House of Representative, and now he has won the gubernatorial candidate of PDP in Kogi State. Now, there was controversy on the social media. The controversy is this: now, former governor, or current governor, sorry, for Governor Wiki, came out and said Dino's character can be in governance. Do you agree with this?
Basically, we're asking you who is Dino to you. I know him as a musician, like he sings well. You might, on the other hand, know him as a comedian, like he's the king of dread. So basically, what actually qualifies him now? What do you actually see Dino as a an upcoming governor of Kogi State, like in your perspective? Do you think the older ones in politics are not giving the younger ones the room to actually be themselves? I mean, if we decide to vote, you are from Kogi State, so all right. So if I'm from Kogi State, for instance, and I decide to vote Dino as my governor, it should be based on what if I think he will actually be a good governor. So whether he makes me laugh, whether he will sing for us through his region, it shouldn't be anybody's concern, all right? So basically, we want to hear from you. What do you think qualifies someone to actually be a governor? Like, should there be like a personality stereotype, that should make someone a governor? Not so basically, I don't know.
So let me add more that Dino came out and answered the governor by saying that fine boy Dino with his swag. Of course, he has swag. We have seen his swag all over social media. So now he's now saying fine boy Dino, fine boy swag. So how do you see Dino? Do you see him as a drama king, or do you see someone that can actually give chance to govern Kogi State is going to do well? Or again, you see him as a swag guy that if he comes is going to do guy with our money in Kogi State. Kogi people are expecting
And
the government
bless
as
us.
well and whole Nigeria because he was one senator representing Kogi West in Kogi State. So moving on.
Yeah, so basically, make your comment and let us know what you think about this story at hand. Next on our lineup of discussion on what's new, we like to talk about, yes, it made rounds, during the weekend, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerian men had to sleep on this story, like they slept on it and they have refused to wake up. And I'm talking about the footballer Ashraf Hakimi. Yes, so Hakimi's wife actually lost the divorce case now, supposedly, because she demanded about at least 50% of his assets. And we just discovered that, hey, he doesn't even own any of his assets. So from the beginning, his assets was actually in his mother's name, his money, his property, everything about him. And then the fact that he's the wife, a lot of people have actually asked, like, you are the wife and you don't even know your husband, like you don't even know your husband well to know that, okay, he has assets now that is not even in his name. So a lot of Nigerian men have actually supported Hakimi's move and even told themselves that henceforth Hakimi will be their mentor. Now, the question we want to pose to you is, who has a better stake to a man's wealth, property, assets? Is it the wife or his mother? We are comparing these two, right? So make your suggestions right there. So Hakimi, we want to know what you think about this story. Do you think the wife doesn't deserve any stake to man's wealth? I mean, this is like a conversation between a typical mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law. All right, let us know what you think to support this story.
Well, let me just add here, like my own question is this now. How will husband and wife live in the same house and the man is acquiring property and the wife do not know? Or you are signing in your mother's name? That's my own thinking, child. I don't know what other person sees, but me, I don't know. I'm even my wife. I'm buying properties, and my wife doesn't know. I don't understand
No,
that.
the thing is, I
Yeah.
think the point of argument now, because a lot of people are actually coming up with
Yeah.
different sides of this story. Marriage is a union. Marriage is partnership, financially, emotional, otherwise. Like two people, coming together to be one. The Holy Bible says, "Leave your father and mother and cleave to your wife and husband," meaning that you should leave your parents' house. So I don't see it as in the African setting now or in the Christian religion. If you still have your mom as a third person in that marriage, that is not marriage. You are just a mommy's boy. And I don't know. Basically, we don't want to overflow this issue, right? So
The internet is saying mommy's boys are born.
who should own a better stake? Most people will actually say the children. Yes, just leave the children out for now. Let's assume this couple now don't even have any child. For example, who should own a better stake? A man's or a husband's wealth? Should it be his wife or his mother?
Or his son, anyone, or his brother. So, moving on. Our next story is Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage was last week was in her house. Resident was attended kidnapped by, she said, her domestic staff after arrest investigation. They felt that she said her domestic staff planned it. Now after the police had done their search and everything, they now discovered yes, actually it was the domestic staff that planned it. So the question is, why would they want to kidnap Tiwa?
Yes, like
That's the
seriously,
question.
why? Though even
Why
though
would
the
the
answer,
domestic staff plan? Okay, we want to carry Tiwa. Is it for money? Is it does she treat them bad? We don't know.
yeah, even though the answer is quite obvious, many people will assume money. I assume, of course, the answer is money. But here goes in the issue of trust and loyalty. I mean, your domestic staff is the closest. I mean, she has a son, for instance. She doesn't even know. I'm sure, like her mind will always be at her son's safety. There should be a level of trust. You should have, with your domestic staff. If the trust is not there, if the loyalty is not there, especially for a person, of her caliber, it's quite dangerous. I would say she should really do a thorough check on who she employs to be her domestic staff or even people that work with her really closely generally. So we thank God that she's safe and sound. Ensure you run a check on whoever you bring to your home. Very important. And finally,
Very important.
on what's new, we have a man I personally have now loved. I've loved him for a long time, but I now love him more. I'm talking about, yes, of course, AG Baby, is your baby. Talking about one and only Adekunle. So he came out to say that he's a one-woman man. A lot of Nigerian women have lost hope in this issue, like including myself, because
The internet doesn't forget.
no, it's the truth. Like he's actually he's a proud. He doesn't make you um a potato bag kind of man. If I would actually use that literation, like because people will call you a woman rapper, you are not man enough. I don't think having multiple partners makes you a man. The fact that he has actually come up with it to say,
But
okay,
it's a good thing.
I'm a one woman man, means that he's proud of his relationship, he loves his wife. And hey, having a faithful partner is possible because I'm sure for a lot of, at least I've been in Nigeria all my life. I don't know about other women outside the country. It's like an acceptable norm that as a married woman, your husband should cheat. Like you see that as a normal thing. But guess what? It's his duty to at least stay faithful to you. So guess what? Such kind of men do exist. So when the impossible becomes possible, it means that anything is possible in Nigeria. So I really want to applaud Adekunle Gold. And a lot of internet users have actually, termed Simi as being a lucky woman. And she's indeed lucky because so far since their marriage, I've not heard any scandal, I've not heard any issues like open rifts that they've come out to talk about their marriage. So I'm really happy for you guys, and I hope that your marriage will serve as an example to other celebrity marriages out there.
All right, Adekunle, you can see one big is already tripping for years.
I'm not tripping for you, please. I only admire him.
Yes,
the
so,
kind of man
I
that
know
he
you
is.
admire him like a man, a woman, one man. Yeah, Of course, there are plenty men like that. Even me, say, one man, one
No,
woman.
it's quite rare. It's possible.
So it's possible. So please, guys out there, it's good to stay faithful with your partner. Ladies, it's not only guys, you ladies too, because this cheating is not monopoly. It's
But
everywhere.
it's mainly common guys.
So that's it on this week for what's new. Please do stay tuned. Next week we'll be here with more interesting package on Click Niger. What's new. Don't forget to stream on www.clickniger.gov.ng and our social media handles still remain Click Niger for Facebook and Twitter, and for Instagram is Click Niger One. So Instagram and Twitter is Click Niger One. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And in case you have more stories for us, maybe something that just landed on your screen right now, make a comment right there in the comment section. Remember, do not leave this video without making any comments. All right, my name is still Jennifer Ogo. Till
And
next
my
time,
name is Nasiru. Stay safe and bye.
bye.